Hi everybody, welcome to the trending stream here on the World Wide Web. Please subscribe and click and hit that bell to get all of the notifications when you sign up and hit all. You definitely don't want to miss a video that I produce here on the trending stream. I try to keep you in the know, covering, again, some of the most compelling topics worldwide. And I got a lot more stories coming aboard, guys, that are going to be some jaw droppers. Now, in yesterday's video, I talked about how WWE Big E breaks his neck. And I talked about this certain person here, this wrestler that was on life support at the time, Scott Hall. Now, again, he was Razor Ramon, all of these things. And he now, unfortunately, ended up passing. And we'll get into the main story about that. Who was this guy? Well, his name was Scott Oliver Hall. Is an American retired professional wrestler. He is best known for his work with the World Wrestling Federation, the WWF, and his main persona, his main character that Vince McMahon made was called Razor Ramon. And with a World Championship Wrestling under his own name, WCW. So, yeah, this is a guy that, as a kid, when I was a kid, I was big time into wrestling, 89, 90. I think he came out in the 90s. And I remember seeing these promos of this guy coming out. And what he was trying to be like a Scarface. Hey, yo, like he had, a toothpick. He would throw it at people, right? This was right after Miami Vice. In the 80s, you had that. You had Scarface was in the 80s. And so Vince McMahon wanted to create a character like that. He was from Miami. He had the gold. He was the bad guy. And so anyway, Vince signed him. Vince actually went to Miami. They went in the airport. There's stories about how he recorded these promos in Little Havana or whatever and all these things. So anyway, that was that. He had some excellent matches with in WrestleMania with Shawn Michaels and Scott Hall or Razor Ramon. It was one of the very first ladder matches. And of course, then when he left, he went to WCW with Hulk Hogan. And I remember when those promos came out and stuff like that. And at the time, I wasn't awake. I didn't know what was going down. But they formed a fraction called the NWO. Now that I'm awake, now I know that this was all part of a system to jack up the minds or to just make the New World Order something that was just there, right? It's, the New World Order, isn't that a wrestling with the bad guy, Razor Ramon, and Big Sexy Diesel, and Hulk Hogan, right? They do things on purpose. So it became the NWO, again, just to put it in the tongues of the masses, thinking it's nothing but a game, a joke. Because, a lot of people know wrestling is fake, wrestling is rigged. But in all actuality, it is setting up and putting out these energies, right? These guys aren't good. I hate to say it. When you're making the big money, okay? Razor Ramon, Hulk Hogan, and Nash and stuff have made millions and millions and millions of dollars. Especially back in the 90s, that was unheard of. Why? Because they sold out, okay? So anyway, those are some of the symbols here. We'll get more into that. Another thing that Razor Ramon or Scott Hall really had a problem with was alcoholism. He was abusing that. He would go, he had creative control. They were just playing games and jokes and stuff, NWO. But he came in there, he had a lot of bad problems with drinking and all of these things. So what happened to this guy? Like I stated in yesterday's video, he's gone. Basically, he was, I think he was doing a hip replacement, and he had 3 heart attacks, as I reported yesterday, and he was on life support. And in my video, I go, he's gone. I hate that. We need to pray for these people, but it is what it is. Well, Today, TMZ reported he was taken off of life support, but they said he was still fighting. But as we know now, he lost that battle. Around 1 o'clock today, wrestler star Sean X-Pac Waltman, who fought a long haul in NWO, just confirmed his friend had been taken off life support but was still fighting. But of course, he lost that battle. Here's TMZ. WWE legend Scott Hall dead at the age of 63 after being taken off that life support. As previously reported, Hall, aka Razor Ramon, was placed on life support after experiencing serious medical issues related to procedures on a broken hip, suffering 3 heart attacks on Saturday. Hall's good friend, fellow wrestler Kevin Nash, that's him right here, said the family intended to take the legend off life support once his loved ones were able to say goodbye. So they already knew he was dead. Okay, and when you have 3 cardiac arrests, when you have 3 heart attacks, you're gone, man. It's sad. I was hoping that they, could help him, but they didn't. Hey, thank you, Luis Soto, for the super chat. Thank you so much. Well, anyway, Hall kickstarted his, career back in the 80s, National Wrestling Alliance, and went on to make a name for himself in World Championship Wrestling and the World Federation. Of course, the New World Order, you can see the hand gestures there alongside Nash and so forth and so on. Here is the Daily Mail. Scott Hall has died at the age of 63, pro wrestler. Basically the same thing. He was recovering from hip replacement. He underwent last week. Of course, having those heart attacks. Hall wrestled in a number of organizations. The ladder match with Shawn Michaels in WrestleMania 94 remains one of the all-time classics. Hall was twice inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as Razor Ramon in 2014 for his work that he did for the NWO in 2020. And so there you go. WWE is saddened. They always say this for the 2-time Hall of Famer. We extend our condolences to Hall's family and friends. Of course, as I'm recording this right now, it's Monday Night Raw. So anyway, there it is. Here was where he had the heart attack. He was in Georgia's Kennerstone Hospital. Now, wasn't that where it was Big E was? Wow. Let me look that up real quick. But if I'm not mistaken, I think that's where Big E was, where he broke his neck, like I said in yesterday's video. That's weird. Let's see that. Georgia's hold on. Where did Big E break his neck? I think he said it was there, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know. Known wrestler Big E during his spot on Friday night. Pro wrestler breaks his neck in Alabama, right? Alabama, I guess. So anyway, so there you go. For a lot of wrestling fans, it's all over my my Facebook and all these things. People who aren't even wrestling fans knew who this guy was. Here he is. He says here he broke his neck or whatever. Here, hold on, let me see. But anyway, there you go. It is what it is, guys. Lots of them, are talking about the loss of their friend. Of course, as we see here, the NWO. We see the hand gestures. Thanks again. Oh, Sam Wells, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. But again, the New World Order, there it is. We see the hand gestures. They sewed the shirts, all getting accustomed. And, I do these videos to inform people. Right here, Sting, he was actually just in he was in AEW for a pay-per-view this Saturday. But again, guys, I do these videos to help people wake up or for people to see what is really going on. These hand gestures don't mean I love you or anything like that. It's part of the occult, the dark energies, as you can see here, the dirty hand sign, the evil hand sign. Very, very tragic. It is what it is. I hope the guy changed throughout the years. I know he I don't know if he was really a bad alcoholic before he died, but here he is with Vince McMahon and all these things. So anyway, there you go. Look at Black and White, of course, the Black and White with the NWO, part of those groups, the Black and White checkerboard, right? All there. So anyway, there you have it. Scott Hall is gone. And, I hope he made his peace, with the Most High, right? That's what it's all about at the end of the day. And so there you go. Guys, too, with this channel, I hope you subscribe, you click and hit that bell. Now I'm going to change the format a little bit here on the trending stream. And what I'm going to do is just do one topic at hand. So if I talk about, let's say, Big E, it's going to be about Big E. If I talk about Ashton Kutcher, it's going to be about that certain topic. And what that's going to do, or what I'm going to bring, is I'm going to bring different videos. So you're going to hopefully get multiple videos with the top trending topics. I got some jaw-dropping videos tomorrow. You definitely don't want to miss out. I'm going to talk about what's happening in Ukraine. And again, the setup job there. You definitely don't want to miss it. Really appreciate it. Thanks again, man. Oh, man, Sam Wells. Thank you, brother in Christ, for the super chat, man. Thank you guys so much. Much, much love. Really appreciate each and every one of you again. And I do these trending streams live here on, the internet, on YouTube. Again, I want to thank Sam. I want to thank Lewis. I want to thank Donovan. Thank you, Rev. Everybody for coming aboard here today. Share these videos. I really would appreciate it. And yeah, there you go. Well, there you have it. Scott Hall, dead at the age of 63. Again, as a child, I remember this guy. But then I started seeing what the game is really about. And I'm not talking about Triple H. And I started seeing what the game is all about. And it's, again, it's just like any type of major media. They're going to push what they're going to push. And that's just it. But anyway, I'm just reporting on it. Thanks again, everybody, for coming live here, watching this show. I really appreciate it.